When I tell you Nigerian food is sweet, I mean it. Look at this. Look at this. Today, I want to share with you how I'm preparing this meal. This is the first time I'm doing it. And it has turned, in fact, sweeter than the one I took in a restaurant. Oh my goodness, this meal is sweet. Like, this is a must-cook meal. In a week, I must be cooking this for not less than 2 times. I just want to commit myself for this because it's so yummy. It's so satisfying, and once you eat this, you don't need anything else. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I know by now you know what we are preparing, and without wasting much time, let me just introduce you to the ingredients because I know you are already salivating. So the other day my friend took me to a Nigerian restaurant in Nairobi town, and the food that I ate was so sweet and yummy. Oh my goodness, that food was sweet. And I was told that's what we call fufu. Then I just decided to try making it for myself. And I'm telling you, whatever I have prepared today is even sweeter than what I ate in that restaurant. If you are Nigerian out there, drop a comment down below and tell me if this is exactly how you prepare your fufu from your country. For the ingredients, I'm using cassava and matoke. Matoke is this green banana, which is specifically used for cooking. First, I'll start by peeling the cassava. And when it comes to peeling, you don't just remove the outer cover alone. Once you've removed it, try removing even the other layer immediately after the outer cover, like you can see I'm doing. This is because some cassavas are poisonous. I know you've had so many people who have died from eating cassava. So the best thing is once you remove your cover, scoop the first layer like this. Then you cut it into 2. And you also remove the root that is inside there. So when I talk of the root, this is what I mean. The middle thing inside the cassava is what I mean, the root. Just cut it off. And you'll be on the safe side. If you love cassavas like me, drop a comment down below. And for all these ingredients, I've achieved them from my farm. As you can see, I'm actually cooking from this side. This way I love cooking from because it's enclosed. It just looks like a kitchen. And let me not lie, this way I cook from most of the time. I believe I used to hear some times back, especially when I was young, that if you want to eat cooked cassava, don't taste it when it's uncooked, because when you mix the two, it will spoil your stomach and you'll end up having constipation. If you've ever heard of such belief, drop a comment down below, because there's a time I ate a lot of raw cassavas and it gave me constipation. Not really constipation, I was sick, and I think I mixed uncooked cassava with the cooked one. And for me, it does not work well. If I'm cooking cassava, I purely cook it and I don't taste it when it's raw. Process is a bit tedious and time consuming, but let me just tell you, it's worth it. Like, if you try this recipe, just come back to the comment section and tell me if it worked for you. It's so sweet, and I'm very sure you'll also do it. I know when you saw this body jelly, you were asking, why am I having this? This is what I used to peel my bananas, the green bananas. I apply that armies on my hands like this because I don't want my hands to be stained with that mathina. We call that sticky substance mathina, and you can also tell us how you call it in your place. Another advantage of applying body jelly or body oil on your hands, once you go to wash your hands, of course you'll need some warm water. It will leave the hands together with the nails intact and very clean, like you did nothing. repeat the process as you've seen me peeling the cassava, but for the bananas, you don't need to cut them, and you also don't need to remove the inside root or inside line which is there. What I can say so far, the bananas are easier to peel compared to the cassavas. I'm through with the peeling, so I'll take all these ingredients to the sink and wash them so that I start boiling them. When it comes to washing, make sure you change your water twice and scrub them as you're washing. This will enable you to extract the excess milk from the cassava and also the bananas. When it comes to the cooking, I prefer working with boiled water, so have already pre-boiled my water. Then I'll just add it to my ingredients and cover them so that they can boil, which should take us around 30 minutes. The advantage of being in the village is that you can cook so many types of meal at the same time because you have enough area or enough space to put up your jikos, and that's why I want to prepare this stew as as my ingredients are boiling on the other side. So have cut my meat into this shape because I've noticed if you want to prepare stew, try this line shape of cutting your meat and you will love it. It will cook very fast and also the results will be amazing. For my meat, I prefer washing it even after cutting because if you've ever been to a butchery when the meat is being brought to the butchery, I'm telling you, you can never eat your meat before you've washed it thoroughly. It's so mishandled, and the best thing is to wash it thoroughly even after cutting. We'll also peel some peas or minji. Then I add them to my meat, then put it on the stove so that it can boil. On this other side, as the meat boils, I'll start frying the red onions because the meat doesn't take long. It's a goat meat and I'm expecting it to take around 20 minutes. So if you want your meat to taste so nice and unique, try adding mashed onions. For me, before I never used to see the power of onions, but nowadays have learned if you want your meat to be so sweet, just invest on onions. For now, the meat is ready and I have separated it into two because I want to start eating these pieces so that I can gain some energy for me to cook. If you do this or if you do the same, drop a comment down below. So after I've fried my onions, I'll add the meat. Then I add my peeled potatoes and carrots together with onions. So I'll first cook these ones. Then once the tomatoes are ready and have mashed them, that's the time I will add the peas together with the broth that remained. That's what I mean when I talk of broth. Remember, we boiled the meat together with these peas and I extracted the meat first so that I can fry it. And for now, the other ingredients are ready. That's why I'm going to add this. Something else I should let you know, if you are cooking with the 3-stone jiko or you are cooking with charcoal, be fast enough. Like, just make sure that all the ingredients are ready because at some point they may end up cooking at the same time. So remember, we boiled the cassava. It's now ready. We are cooking the stew, have left it boiling. And right now, I am going to mash my cassava because it's now ready. If you love the video so far, give it a big thumbs up. And for the Nigerians, kindly let me know if this is the process that you use to prepare your fufu, because I know we have so many ways of achieving a similar result, but for my recipe, I'm very confident with it and I can advise anyone to try it. Make sure that you've boiled your cassava very well so that even when it comes to mashing, the work will be easier for you. This is the pot that I'm using to mash. So I'll continue with this process, and in case it's too sticky, that's the time I will add the boiled banana. So the essence of the boiled banana for me is to balance the thickness of the cassava And if it's too hard, I have some boiled water in this bowl. And that's what I'll add to make it smooth enough. Now I'm contented with my mixture or my fufu, and I want to serve it in this plastic bag. The one I ate in a restaurant was served in this plastic bag. I really don't know why it's done like this, so let me also put mine here so that at least maybe it will add the taste. Or I really don't know why Nigerians pack their fufu on these plastic bags, but in case you know, let us know on the comment box. Remember, after mashing your cassava, you have to put it back on your stove and cook it for around 5 minutes as you stir it thoroughly. I think this one will be enough for me. So let me cover it. Oh, I think I can relate. I think this plastic bag is used for shaping it into this shape, but I'm not quite sure. For me, I am using it so far because it's enabling me to shape it like that. Next, I will go and serve the stew that we prepared, and have done so many videos on how to make stew, especially when you're cooking goat meat. So let me just take this meal and tell you how it tastes. Oh my God. By the way, go try this recipe, and if it works for you, come back to the comment section and tell me how it was. I'm telling you, it's so sweet, even more than the one I ate the other day. You can see my cameraman is even unable to withstand me eating this meal. Oh my goodness.